Okay, welcome to Grammar, Day 1. This week we're looking at types of sentences. So we're going to be looking at different types of sentences this week. And here is our mentor sentence. And it says, do you see this? This is Melvin's sneaker. And again, we see, do you see this? This is Melvin's sneaker. So again, this is from Who is Melvin Bubble by Nick Rule. I haven't read this book. I don't know if any of you have read it. But I see two sentence types here. And you'll say this sentence, and this is a very strange looking question mark, but this is a question. Do you see this? And normally when you read a question, you should raise your voice at the end of a question. Do you see this? That's showing us that we're asking a question. This is Melvin's sneaker. And then again, because this has got an exclamation point at the end, we have to sound super excited when we read it. So that's what I'm noticing. So again, those are two types of sentences, questions and exclamations. Those are two types of sentences. And that's what we're going to be looking at this week. So then you can see, here's another example. Do you see this room? Again, I'm raising my voice at the end of the sentence. Clothes cover every inch of the floor. Oh, and again, I want to read it with a lot more enthusiasm than that. Clothes cover every inch of the floor. Trying to get very excited with my exclamation point. So again, we have two types of sentences. We have a question and we have an exclamation. So right now, you're going to be getting out your word work notebook. And your job is not, and I don't have a word work note with me, but next time when I record this video, I will. But in your word work notebook, you're going to open it up to the next page. Pretend this is my word work notebook and I'm opening it up. And I'm going to copy this sentence into my word work notebook, just as it's written. So if I see a capital in my notebook, it should have a what? A capital. So right now, you're copying this sentence into your notebook. And I'm going to just practice doing it too, just so you can see. Do you see this? And again, when you're copying it, make sure you put the question mark at the end. Okay? This is Melvin's sneaker. So, what are some things we're noticing in this sentence? One thing I notice is that Melvin's has an apostrophe S. And so whose sneaker are we talking about? The sneaker belongs to who? Melvin. So those are Melvin. That's Melvin's sneaker. That's one thing I'm noticing. And again, you might want to, in your book, this is where we're sort of diagramming our sentences. So, do you see this? This is tricky. Who is this sentence about? Who is this sentence about? And the subject here is you. That is our subject. So go ahead and mark that in your book. Now, what is the action in it? So what is you doing? Well, do you see? Do you see this? And again, this is sort of a tricky sentence, but I'm going to go ahead and and I don't have a green marker. Oh, let's see what tools I have. I think I do actually have a green here. So again, here's my green. And so here's our verb. There's a verb, right? To see, right? So we've got a subject and a verb. And then our punctuation at the end. And I don't have a yellow here with me. Don't have all my tools, but here again we have a question mark. Go ahead and color these in with a yellow or highlight them, and then you have your capital letters at the beginning. Okay, again, all sentences need a capital, an end mark, a subject, and a verb. Now, this is Melvin's sneaker. Now this is pretty tricky, but we have this is Melvin's sneakers. Very tricky, but we do have who is this sentence about? Now this is tricky because it's really about the sneaker. the sneaker that belongs to who? Melvin. And this goes back to what? The sneaker. Okay? So this sneaker is really the subject, and that's pretty tricky. And this sneaker belongs to who? Belongs to Melvin. Okay, now I'm not going to worry about, you don't have to really memorize anything. I just want you to know. And then the word is actually our verb there. That's the verb. Now, so that's why I'm saying it's really tricky. Melvin describes the sneaker. That's an adjective there. It's describing whose sneaker is it. But really, sneaker is the sentence. But that's tricky. But basically, copy the sentences down. They're trying to teach you this week about questions and exclamations. And then you're done for today. I'll see you tomorrow.